Hello, my name is Kordian Mazurkiewicz. I'm a computer engineer at the University of Waterloo, and I'm doing my co-op at the STEAM project. So this is an arcade I built for the STEAM project. It's going to be used as kind of a fun thing for the campers or just any, students here doing an activity or class just to play around with when they're done their activity early, or just if they have any spare time to do. So inside it kind of has two sets of joysticks and controllers, which both players can control by themselves. And it's run off a Raspberry Pi, which is kind of like a small little computer that anyone can do anything with. And it has an emulation software that can run a whole bunch of games from the N64, the SNES, the Game Boy Advance, and it's really fun for everyone.
Awesome. So what made you want to take on this project?
So my whole life, I've really loved video games. May have caused a bit of problems for focus and concentration, but I really loved it from the beginning. I thought it was always so fun, and even that's kind of one of the main reasons I chose computer engineering, because software engineering and electrical engineering are the two kind of opposite ends of computer, and computer is the mix between the two, and it gives me more of a larger opportunity to do fun stuff like this, like maybe do a potential job at Microsoft and work on the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch, and I think that's really cool. So some of the biggest challenges were actually setting up the electronics for the joysticks, because they use a little controller board that I've never used before, so I had to search up what all the pins mean, and I had to make sure everything was plugged in the same way. I had to learn a whole bunch about the software because I really didn't know how it worked too well.
From a more general point of view, what have you learned about yourself while working here at the STEAM project?
So what I really learned about myself is kind of the projects and activities I really like doing. So it kind of reinforced that I think I did pick the right major, because there's a whole bunch of engineers, and at first I had no clue what half of them were. So I kind of just I read computer engineering, I'm like, this is definitely the one I like. I don't think any others beat it out. And I guess ended up being right, because I do like this stuff. And especially because I've seen the other co-ops. We have a couple co-ops at mechatronics engineering, which is really close to computer engineering. It's just more movement based. And then architectural, and then nanotechnology, which nanotech is also kind of similar to mine. And seeing them, and then seeing what my major does, I feel like that's what it helped me with. Just kind of making sure and reinforcing that I did do what I like.
And if you were to give a future co-op student at the STEAM project one piece of advice, what do you think that would be?
One piece of advice to give is honestly just come in here just ready to do anything. It's a great opportunity to learn not just about yourself, but about what you like doing. And we have a lot of freedom here with our projects, so don't rush into anything. Take your time and just do something you really love, because it'll make it much more enjoyable. Because if I was doing a project that I didn't really like, I wouldn't have got as far into it, because it does take a lot of effort. Also, try to connect with the kids a bit, because it may seem a bit hard, because you're not with them all the time. So when you're doing classes, just try to talk to them. It'll make it much more rewarding for you.